Nobody welcome. Alright, let's go ahead and get rolling here. Sorry for a little bit of a late start. I just passed out, fell asleep. I was running around all day and had to get a little bit of sleep. And wanted to eat a little dinner before I started the stream, so here we are. There we go. I did find a new place for timestamps. So I did have timestamps. I released the 80 carry video today. Hey, what's up, Nagarake? Good to see you, man. I did release the 80 carry tier list today. It did have timestamps, and I went back, or thumbnails and timestamps. So we do have the thumbnails back, and then I am going to put the timestamps in. I figured out how to do the little chapter things where it has the bar on the video. Yeah, you put timestamps in the description, but you have to start with 0 seconds. You have to have a timestamp that says like 0:00, and then call it like an introduction or something. Because what I used to do is start right where, you know, after all my little remarks early on, I'd start with like, 1 minute or 2 minute after I tell everybody to like and subscribe and all that stuff. Then that's where I would start the timestamps. Well, it won't put the chapters in there if you do that. So you have to start at 0 with the timestamps, and then you go forward. Then it gives you those clickable little divisions, which are so useful. So now I've got those. I'm going to be putting those in all the videos, and then I put them on the stream from last night to tell you which champion I played, and so you can see kind of how long that lasts on the video, and you can click around and find your favorite champ. So I'm going to start doing that again. I'm not sure how fast it processes the videos now. It used to take a while back in the day. My streams are shorter now, so maybe it doesn't take as long, but I'll try to get those in there at least by the next morning, so that way if you can't catch the stream, you can go back, and if you just want to watch a Zyra game or a Rakan game or see whatever else, if we play something spicy we don't usually play, you can go back and watch those. So I'm trying to hook it up. And then I did the like I said, the 80 carry video tier list today. I did the support tier list yesterday, and I'll do another one tomorrow. I'm not sure which one. Maybe mid lane tomorrow, and I'll see if every time a patch cycle comes through, I'll try to do one tier list for each role and just release them one per day if I can. All right, we'll just get rid of Azrael. So hopefully that works out well, and then once I get that settled in, hopefully we can do some get going on the Total War a bit more. I do have to get moving on my dissertation research also, so I still probably need to keep the streams, to around 3 hours or so, just so I can try to get that done. Hopefully it's not too late for that. There's an outside chance that they're just gonna kick me out basically after so long. I mean, that wouldn't be the end of the world. It would obviously kind of suck, but it is what it is. We'll survive if that happens. I just honestly I'm just so like not into it, but I'm gonna try to get into it as much as I can. Just the politics and just everything of trying to finish that thing. But I came so far, so it'd be very nice to actually get it done. What's up, Edmund? So I think if they'll give me one more chance, I should have, I think, up to a year to get it done. And if I can do 4 hours a day on that, that'd give me over 1,000 hours. And I think that's about what I need to write a 200-page book, that I need to write for this. If I'm diligent and use my time wisely, I think 5 hours a page, including research, revisions, all of that stuff, is a pretty reasonable timeline. Why is his win rate so high? Nocturne. I'm really not sure. He might be a very good, like, new Stridebreaker unit. Yeah, that's what a dissertation is in the United States, at least. It's pretty much you have to write something that's not quite what a book is. But it's basically a book that's written sort of in-house to demonstrate that you have mastery over something very specific in a field. Yeah, see, my undergrad, that's a huge undergrad, actually. I was thinking my master's thesis was like 70 pages, and that was fine. 140 is crazy. I actually liked my master's thesis once I got it done. I'm definitely a procrastinator, obviously, but once I got it done, it was actually kind of cool. I liked the research and just kind of the freedom they gave me, but this one, the whole process was just so much more regimented, and it was just like I was just fighting every step of it, or they were fighting me every step of it. It was really annoying, but I think I can get a new committee and get some new research, and I think I can get it done in a year. But yeah, it's supposed to be designed to take 1 to 2 years to write your dissertation if you're really on it. And you have, like, you get kind of lucky / good selection, good vibes with your committee. 140 for undergrad is crazy. Unless you're just, like, doing it for fun. I mean, in high school, I wrote a 300-page novel just for fun, because I thought I wanted to be a fiction writer, but... Oh, so was some of your stuff like equations and things like that, like math? That seems really long for math. Most math dissertations I've seen, just for fun, walking around in the library, just saying, oh, I don't remember what the context was, but oh, let's see what a math dissertation looks like. I'd open it up and look at it. And it was, they were, like, much shorter. I'm not saying you're, yeah, maybe a lot of graphs and stuff. Obviously not saying you're wrong or you're lying or something. I'm just saying that seems like that's a lot compared to stuff that I've seen. But I believe it can happen. Oh yeah, lots of images and graphs and stuff. Okay, I could definitely see that angle. But I think I can get mine done. I just, like I said, it's going to take about 1,000 hours, I think. 1,000 to 1,500 hours. So I think if 4 hours a day, if I can do it. If I just break it up into two-hour blocks, if I just do like 2 hours, pretty close to when I get up in the morning, and then 2 hours, you know, at night or just some other time, I think it's definitely doable. But I've got to get the blessing of the committee, and I think I've got a way to, like, rope it into their specialties and make it a little more something they would like. I think maybe looking at how sort of rhetorical representations of the East intersect with, like, masculinity of some of the modernists, like Ezra Pound, maybe, and how it affects that. That wasn't originally what I wanted to do, but, you know, it's there, and I know that, you know, one person who I would like to be the head of my committee really focuses on, you know, feminism and things of that nature, but, which obviously this isn't that, but it's still about, like, identity construction, you know, rhetorical representations and things like that. So it's still kind of in the ballpark, even though it would be looking at masculinity. That could be something, or how sort of constructions of the past are justifying kind of intersections with imperialism. Could be interesting, I suppose. I mean, the main thing, it's cool that it's supposed to be, like, that they're looking to the past, these, like, ancient religions of the past, right? Confucianism, Buddhism, and things like that, and just, you know, obviously contorting it, making it just something really weird. A westernized version of it, and twisting it to, like, you know, fit their meanings or their agenda. But it's like, what's up with that? Like, why are they doing that, you know? Versus just, you know, reconfiguring Christianity or whatever. Like, why this interest in the East? Especially because, you know, a lot of it has been, you know, wanting to dominate it, right? Through colonization and imperialism and stuff like that. Like, why do certain aspects of it seem very palatable? And usually the explanation is that, well, they were great once, these places in the East, but then they fall into corruption and things like that. And so just examining that a little bit more and how they're justifying these different things, I think would be kind of cool. Maybe I could get some theory of time in there too. I don't remember who I studied that for, but I've got some notes on that from like a critical theory class I had once. We need to be harassing a little bit more than we are. Now, if she jumps on one of us, that's bad, so we gotta be careful of that. Fuck. Heal, 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 heal! Oh, he doesn't fucking have heal. He has teleport instead. How a hypercube functions. Well, I wouldn't have flashed if I remembered he didn't have heal. I shouldn't have stepped that far forward, I guess. Lulu is just like walking right up on top of me and Ziggs just doesn't even touch her. But I should have noticed that. Journey to the west? Probably not. I mean, maybe, but... Could have also thrown a W, like, right where... Tristana was going to land and blow her back off of me. I don't know. It feels like he could have done anything, but I could have also not put myself in that position. I don't think I can do anything here. Probably. She's just gonna black shield. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna get zoned. My mouse feels like it's sticking a little bit. Hopefully it's not too bad. Wait, didn't he just back? Like, literally? Why is he backing again? Am I crazy, or did he not literally just back, and that's why I walked middle? I'm tired of her shit. I need that. I don't think the game's lost because they got a Lulu. Lulu has like a 52% win rate. I mean, she's a good champion, but they don't really have anything that, like, she's okay, but it's not like they have like Kog'Maw or Twitch or something to go with her. He did, but he's in. Okay, so he just like blew through all of his mana for like in 30 seconds. Yeah, she took heal. I don't think their comp is like, I mean, it's alright, but I don't think it's like so insane that I think I just made the mistake of stepping too close, just overestimating how much we could trade early, but I think it's still winnable. She's good. I'm not saying she's bad, but I don't think she's like an auto-win champ, you know? Well, they haven't cleared my control ward yet, so I guess I'll just get a mana potion. Triss is alright. I mean, she's good early. If you get ahead and she can just, like, jump, like, he's probably dead here again. That's the pull flash. Yeah, he's just, the problem is we're just bad. Like, there's no reason to walk up that close. We have no vision of Tribush either. It could have also just been a Zen flank. I mean, this Ziggs is just bad. But, like, Triss is okay in general. She just needs to get really far ahead and use those jumps aggressively early on.
Choke the life from them. An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Okay, well, hopefully he knows how to press R if I hit all my stuff. Man, we're just getting smoked in every lane, huh? I guess we're at least sort of even on CS or close in CS in a lot of lanes, even if we're behind. She can be good. I mean, she's widely considered the best enchanter right now. Like, she is good. Please tell me he dies for that tomfoolery. Okay. They're gonna... Fuck, he gave up on it. Dude, are you serious right now? He's that late? He literally waited 5 seconds before he ulted? If he would have just ulted, like, it would have either killed her or got her extremely low, where she'd have to back. Okay. This is one risk with Zyra, is like, she can be very lane dominant, but if you just have a potato for an ADC and you don't get ahead early, then you're kind of, it's hard to scale back into the game. You do have the, you know, the option of, and Zen's probably going to be there. No fucking way, dude. If she gets out... Okay, he's gonna get her. About to lose my mind. I think I heard Triss flash near the tower. I've seen the Ziggs pick do really well. I mean, maybe this guy's just really bad. The problem is when there's something that's like really weird and off meta and people just haven't practiced it and they see it, like tier list talking about it, or they see it in a pro game and stuff like that, like they just want to play it and they just have no clue like what the limits are of the champ, which I think is what's kind of going on with Ziggs here. Take on Dark Harvest Zyra, it's okay. I think Comet's better for like more consistent poke damage early, especially at targets that are like at full health. Dark Harvest is alright if you can get a ton of stacks on it, and Zyra can get those stacks, you know, with her ranged plants. So it just depends in general. I do think that Mana Flow Band is helpful, although I don't know, if you're going Leandries now instead of Dark Harvest, or instead of Night Harvester. Does he have his fucking ult? Jesus Christ! Oh my god. He's got full mana. shit. I mean, to me, it just seems so obvious. Like, I'm trying not to be too negative, but, like, it's just so like, Zyra roots, you throw your ult on them. Like, poor Zen, poor me, dude. I need some blood pressure medication after this game. Yeah, I feel like Dark Harvest just doesn't have the numbers right now. I don't know. I'd have to look in depth. It's just been so long since I've done that. Electrocute is if you really land all of your abilities. It's like good for single target, like we're gonna blow people up if you hit everything. Like you have to hit your E, your Q, and an auto attack on it. Yeah, I mean, you throw everything, but at least ult, like, ult has, it's so fast, and it has almost infinite range. Not infinite, but, like, really far range. I don't know, and it's a pretty low cooldown. It's like 120 seconds or less, so I'm not really sure what the... Unless he just, like, feels like he wants to snipe with it. Like, he has to try to get the last hit with it. Maybe, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. He wants to make sure he gets the kill instead of me or something. And so he wants to use it to only last hit. Or maybe he's thinking they're gonna flash away or something. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I think it's just he's really high or bad. But maybe it's just like he thinks they're gonna use some kind of mobility and he's saving it to use after they flash.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret.
They're just gonna kill me if they have all, like, nobody's here. If I had people here,
Come closer.
like if Kane would have been there or Ziggs or like anybody, we could have killed him, but instead they just get all the vision. Okay, well, thank God Trist pushed her in so he could auto attack, because he sure as hell can't hit any skill shots. Well, it's not even about that. It's like we're getting freaking dumpstered bottom. Like, as soon as I hit any root, you throw all of your spells on them. And Ziggs is like, one of his big strengths is all of his stuff is on a really low cooldown. Well, his Q is. His ult's pretty short. I don't remember what it is, but it's short enough where if you can use it and either kill them or just push them out of lane, you don't have to get the kill every time. If we just push him out of lane and Ziggs gets like a wave on the tower, uncontested, he can probably take the tower in one wave, you know? I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of strategic stuff behind it. I just think his reaction time is really slow because he doesn't know what he's doing on the champion. I think that's the simplest explanation, is often the correct one. And it's just unfortunate.
Such a busy world. Enemy killing spree.
Oh god, I forgot Urgot like automatically like just one taps the plants.
An ally has been slain.
Oh god, please. Please tell me he gets that.
He has destroyed the turret.
God, it's so sad.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Holy shit, they're just gonna push it straight up middle. Alright. He just must be spamming his E. I haven't been watching him super closely, but he must just be spamming his mines or something. I don't... presumably he has Mana Flow Ban and probably Biscuits. He should just be using the bomb on the back wave, every wave, on the back minions, back line, and then just auto-attacking everything else. Really? Shit, come here. God, the bomb is so late, man. Like, the fuck? I guess I should have just scouted it and just saw that it's like first time Ziggs or something and probably dodged. I don't know. We could maybe still win, but it's just like the simplest thing in my mind, the easiest thing. Hey, there's a fight. Let me throw my bomb. Like, aside from missing like every Q that's in a hot situation, just straight up like, hey, there's a fight. Let me throw R. Even if you miss, it's hard to miss with that because it's such a huge hitbox. But even if you miss, just throw it. Like, well, I should have hit my E on her. I think my Q was still on cooldown or something. I screwed that up too. I should have hit the E on her. I walked out of the bush too early. But if we had that, bomb coming in sooner, I think maybe we turn it around. But I don't know. Maybe she just hourglasses the bomb faster. But either way, like, these bombs have to come in. How is Hullbreaker? I honestly haven't seen it in any games. So I don't know. You know, my instinct was very situational. Could be good on tanky type of champs that also want to split push. You know, like your Orange, your Shin, stuff like that. Oh, there's the bomb. Jesus Christ. He's had it the whole time. Was he dead? I like Fiddle as a jungler. I don't know about support. God.
Your turret has been destroyed.
So I'm just now completing my mythic at like 22 minutes. I don't know. I like Zyra, but it just feels so bad if you're behind. I thought Ziggs, I mean, I didn't know what we were going to have. I just kind of wanted to try Zyra out again. But I would assume, even if I knew we had Ziggs, that we would be able to dominate and like push the lane and that like it should be good with Zyra, you know? But it's not a champion thing. Dies with ult up after another root. I don't know, maybe you don't root the Urgot there, but like, I just fucking ult everything, honestly. Anytime there's a piece of CC, you just ult it. God, this Urgot, he's gonna get shielded too. He just cannot beat the Urgot right now. You don't need to hit anyone with your Q if you're making plant. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I was doing it in lane sometimes, man. It's not worth it at this point.
Shut down.
It depends on the situation. Like, your plants are a really long cooldown, man. They're like 14 seconds or something at this point. You don't want to be wasting it just to try to poke when you're mostly against tanky champs that have, like, pretty good sustain. You know what I mean? Like, the plants aren't free. You don't have infinite plants every time your Q is up. Like, the plant cooldown is much longer than the Q cooldown. Okay, cool, man. Like, the slow plants are also, like, pretty useful if you're trying to hold them still so that people can follow up. I'm not zoning anybody with these plants in this like, maybe in some situations, but not in this game. Like, look how much that plant does to Urgot. That was a free plant. Yeah, they are better. We just didn't... Zyra and Brand are better with the changes. It's just... we're just really inexperienced with our, like, Ziggs. This has to be, like, first time Ziggs. Like, you saw a pro player doing it and decided to try it out. They got buffed indirectly because the mana items are down in cost like 200. It is, yeah, it is still expensive, which is one of my main critiques of things like Zyra and Brand, but 3,200. It's just too rough. Yeah, I mean, they have Shirelias too. Like, I can't just walk up to them. I mean, like, you're not wrong in all situations. I just think that's not optimal use in these situations. Like, my best bet is to land an E on someone and just try to use both my plants right there. But, I mean, we're going to lose either way. Yeah, it's just... the cooldowns are very, very long on Zyra's plants early. Or not even early, like at all points in the game. But yeah, they reduced the mana cost on Ludens, Leandries, and I believe Everfrost. So it is still expensive. It went from 3,400 to 3,200, but you know, when most other support mythics are 2,500. Yeah, I mean, what they need to do, Jabster said they need to have cheaper support mythic or cheaper AP mythics, but that would probably get abused. And that's right. So they need to make it to where you can't buy certain items until you've completed the support quest. Like, you can't buy support items until you complete the support quest. Now, that means you couldn't make it a mythic, but just being able to get like a tier 2 item, like for cheaper. Just have like a 2,500 gold, and this could be the same for AD champions too that are aggressive, but they can't make good AD and AP items for supports because other roles, if the items are too cheap, other roles are going to get them, right? So that's always a problem. So you just make it to where you complete the support mythic, and then you can buy these other items. They have plenty of other conditional items, right? You know, they have the jungle item. You have to have so many smites before your jungle gets absorbed, and or before you get that, you know, whatever, that permanent benefit. And then you've also got the cube thing doesn't come online until you get so many items. The support item itself doesn't get wards until you get so much gold. So they've already got conditional items in the game. So I don't know why this is like rocket science. I mean, yeah, they don't like to make stuff that is specifically only for one type of champion, but if they want AP supports and AD supports, like damage dealing supports, to be more viable without, you know, compromising on their like potentially being broken in other roles, then that's what they need to do, I think. So It is a little bit better on Zyra, but you have to get ahead. She does have a really high win rate right now. We won with her yesterday. She's got like a 53 and some change % win rate. They did buff her plants. They lowered the cooldown by 2 seconds on them, which was good a few patches ago. Because that is Zyra's main problem, is you're always waiting on those plants to do anything, and they're just so expensive. But if you put points in the plants, then you're losing out on a lot of damage by not putting points in your queue. So you have to choose, do you want more damage with your queue, or do you want more plants? I don't know, maybe I do need to start banning Lulu again. I can't go for an Enchanter. Usually other Enchanters are pretty good against Lulu, but with Nocturne, they're probably going to kill other Enchanters. They could do that, but how do you define support only? Like, the way you define it, I think, is by completing the ward item. That's what I think. But the problem is, you're not going to complete the ward item until you've already got a mythic, mostly. So that's what's... I wouldn't do Galio into Lulu, because you don't have any threat on her. She can just sit on the back line and buff everybody, and you're just going to lose. I think you have to have dive. I know she's good against dive, too, with her ult, but I think you have to have some way to pick her off. Just like every Enchanter. If you just try to sit there with a peeler tank effectively against an Enchanter, I just feel like that's really bad. Take the support item. Maybe if it turns off if you sell it later, because if it's a really good cheap item, people would just buy the support item and then eventually buy the good mythic and then sell the support item. I think, I don't know. It's tough to solve it. So stick with this. I'm kind of tempted to get the cooldown reduction, but maybe even going 1 extra AP would be nice if we're trying to kill him with Draven early. That you're only taking Exhaust instead of Ignite. It depends on which champs and what the matchup is. I think Exhaust is pretty good. If you're not even considering Ignite, though, I think that could be problematic. Like on Enchanters, I think Exhaust is pretty good, but like on Rakan, I think Ignite is really good most of the time, because usually you can get on the back line, you know, get that Ignite on a squishy target like an ADC. Yeah, I would probably want Ignite on those, because those champs are going to be looking for kills. I mean, part of it's going to come down to how many assassins do they have, like how valuable is that exhaust going to be, especially like melee stuff, because sometimes you can't get close enough to exhaust the ranged stuff. And then how likely are you to get kills? I think if you feel like there's at least a 50-50 chance you get kills before 10 minutes, I would probably go Ignite. Especially with how much like healing is going on there. Why are ADC item? What do you mean? I still don't figure out. Not all mythic items are 3,200, because those items are really strong. I mean, they could streamline all of the items and nerf the stats on them. I think that would be reasonable. I think Freak likes that idea too. I remember hearing, but those champs just have stronger. Divine Sunder is just extremely strong right now, so that definitely should be on the expensive side. It's just how much power they have in it. So, I don't know. I mean, there is something to be said by having non-symmetrical timings as well. Just for choices, like timing choices. Do you want to get this item 200 gold faster or not? So, a more powerful item that's a little bit slower. But I do agree that making them symmetrical and just nerfing the stats might be a better way to go. That's pretty much what they did with the supports, right? Like, all the support items are 2,500. They had them at different price points, right? But then they nerfed them all down to 2,500. So, which is where they should have been originally, and I was saying that for a long time until they did it. So yeah, bringing all of the items down to 3,200, I like the idea. But the reason they're more expensive right now is because, at least in the case of Divine Sunder, they're a lot stronger. And there are some other ones too that are, I can't remember offhand, but the more expensive ones usually are really good. Trinity is not used that often because Divine Sunder is just so strong right now, but... I really don't want to go in. Draven's not in a fantastic spot right now, but usually Dravens are one tricks and usually they are pretty aggressive. Okay, dude, stop. Fucking stop, bro. Jesus Christ. So bad. Like, why don't you just... We got the flash. Why would you not just back out? We're like in their minion wave. This is so comically terrible. It was so obvious we were going to lose that fight for so long. Right? I mean, who thought we were going to win that fight after she flashed? In their minions. It's like, it's level 1. Into like 10 minions. Like, it wasn't even close. Like, they had heal the whole time. Like, gave enough time for Lulu to get 2 shields. It was mostly minions. The minions probably did like 50% of the damage to him. Like, I missed literally the one ability I have because she flashed it. All I do is auto attack after that. Like, and Rakan's W is like an 18-second cooldown, level 1.
The humans call it battle.
Against, how do we have 5 deaths at 3 minutes? What is going on in these games? Oh my god. Playing Veigar as the carry roll bottom. It's interesting. Holy shit. Yeah, our level 2 we could probably kill him, so I get shields, but... If I would have used my second shield before it expired, maybe we get him, but... I forgot I was gonna take Locket as well, but maybe with Draven I do just go for the AP.
Shut down.
Dude, is this serious? She's going for a fucking Dark Seal. Alright, well. She has so much HP from having 2 Doran's items. She's got like 900 HP. I guess Draven's like kind of close. Dude, back up. We don't have vision.
An enemy has been slain.
It's all filthy and dangerous. And that's why I love it. In, turn on, drop out.
Enemy killing spree. Shut down. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Alright, well. At least Yi's gonna get a lot of farm here. That's pretty much our plan A right now, is get Yi some stuff. He's got 3 kills, okay.
Long ago, our kind danced upon the flood like flames. Now only the embers remain.
maybe I could have stayed there. I think he might die.
I don't want a war.
An ally has been slain.
I need my love to hurt.
I don't even have anything to say. It's just my expression.
For it, I feel good.
I could go for Moby Boots. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should be doing that more often. The cooldown reduction is just so good because Rakan has such long cooldowns.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
I don't think Swifties are the way anymore. Like, they really don't have a lot of slows. I think you have to have slows for it to matter. Maybe? I don't know.
An enemy has been slain.
I think if you want to roam, it's probably just Mobies at this point. But
I'm getting impatient.
yeah, I mean, I don't know where he's going, man. I mean, Riven's right. She's not saying it in the most eloquent way, but he should be getting Dragon bot. Like, instead of getting that second tower plate, we could have had a Dragon. Dude, they're level 6, man. He dropped like 2 or 3 auto attacks too.
Enemy rampage.
Why is it taking so long to get back to the action?
Might be back on that mandate plan here. We'll see.
1, 2, 1, 2. Woo! All right.
Does Nocturne doesn't have a slow? I don't think, right? His Nightmare. I don't know. I mean, maybe Swifties, but I feel like those got nerfed out of the meta so long ago.
Is my cloak right?
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
is his fear a slow? It's a... I thought it was a CC too. Like, you're basically stunned, right? While you're slowed? I think it counts as a different kind of CC. Are we just dead again? Yeah.
An enemy is unstoppable.
I guess props for not AFKing out of the game.
Time to get it started.
It's its own cat. It's like it's coded as a hard CC. I'm pretty sure. Fears are slowed. They're a slow also, but they're also like a hard CC. So in other words, I don't think it reduces the duration of your fear. I'm like 99% sure it doesn't reduce the duration of your fear.
Then they will know magic's joy and its fury.
What is he doing? Why is he not ganking this?
Don't leave nothing. Bring it all.
Are they at his red? Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you just try to power farm and don't come down here and gank and we lose pressure on the lane, then they come get you in your jungle because we don't have the pressure to come help.
Damn it, Zyra.
Hey, if he would have just ganked bottom, like come straight from there, right down to the tower when I was pinging I had ult and ignite, we could have maybe made a play and killed him. But instead, he tries to just turbo farm the jungle.
I don't need to understand the plan.
He gets wrecked. Dude, they're gonna be there, man. They're gonna be there, man.
An enemy godlike.
I mean, they're literally walking on wards down the river. I'm pinging it. I don't know.
I dance because I'm free.
I guess I should have pinged. I mean, I did ping they were missing. I didn't know, like, 100% they're going to be on red. But I thought for sure they're either sitting in this tri-bush or rotating towards him. But why are we going, like...
I will make them dance. I will make them hear.
I don't know. It's just one of those games. It's like, Yi could have literally just waited. I was like 3 seconds behind him. Just wait. I can ult, I get really fast, I can run up, shield you, and then kill the Zyra.
Been slain. An enemy has been slain.
It's just like, this just does not feel like a platinum game or even a gold game. This like literally feels like it's bronze or something, which no offense, but it's like I queued up for platinum 4. So it should be platinum or high gold. Like if I queued up for a bronze game, right? If I was playing on a Smurf or something, it's like, all right. But that's the only thing that really bothers me. It's just like, this should not be happening in platinum. Does that mean, like, that's the thing that I always say is most depressing. No, it's not over. We can win. Is that, like, this guy is, like, the same elo bracket as me. So, like, the system is saying he's the same skill level as me. Dude, there's no universe we can fight them right now.
Wild magic, you have no children. You have no future.
She's just gonna flash EM. Dude, just fucking run.
Only as wild as magic.
How would I divide low, mid, high, elo? Well, I mean, that's a subjective question to some extent. I would, you know, if I had to do it, I would say iron, bronze, low, silver, gold. Maybe the first half of platinum, mid. I think there needs to be more divisions than that, because I think there's huge groups of players. Like, they're in different places. So I would just say iron and bronze are like one bracket. Silver and gold and maybe half of, like, the Platinum 4, Platinum 3 are another bracket. Then I think like Platinum 2, Platinum 1, Diamond 4 is a bracket. Then I think like Diamond 3, Diamond 2, Diamond 1 is a bracket. Masters and Grandmasters is a bracket. Then Challengers a bracket. It just feels wrong to me to call like Diamond mid elo. So that feels like you have to call that high elo, but there's just an astronomical difference in a Diamond 4 and like a Challenger player, right? So just having them both classified as high elo is just not right.
I'm G to the D. Hold it tight.
Has been slain. Enemy has been slain.
Like percentage-wise, it's not much, right? Like
So fine, I gotta kiss myself.
Diamond, you know, Diamond's like 2%. Diamond 3's like less than 1%. I think Diamond this season, the brackets are a little bit higher. Like Diamond was 2% last season. I think it might be 1.5% this season. So it doesn't sound like a big difference. Oh, just from 1.5% to like 0.1%. But it is a really, really big difference. Because the smallest little variations end up, you know, being a huge deal.
I miss Zyra.
Just like if you're, you know, trying to be a, you know, high school athlete versus college athlete versus, you know, professional athlete. Percentage-wise, it's still, like, really hard to be a college athlete. God. Did she flash to get that angle on me or not? No, that, I mean, to Challenger people, sure. That's just dumb. I think to call like Diamond 4 low elo, it's like 1% of the player base. That's like saying you're poor if you make $300,000 or something. If you're like a 1% income earner, you're poor. It's like, well, yeah, compared to like Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos, sure. But compared to normal people, no. I think it's at least mid-elo. But that's what I'm saying. There's like, needs to be more divisions. That's why there are more divisions in the upper bracket, because like percentage-wise, there's not a huge difference in like Diamond 4 and Challenger, right? It's all like within the top 1%, but it's a massive difference. So like I say, 1 percentage-wise, you know, the 1%ers, income-wise, that could be anything from 300,000 a year to 300 million a year. You know, it's all percentage-wise, you know, gonna be very rare, but in terms of actual power, it's vast differences. They don't need lower divisions. Like, I didn't like them introducing Iron. They need something to split up Silver and Gold more, because that's where most of the player base is. I think Silver needs to be like 2 different leagues that are each about 25%. Make Silver 1 and like maybe Gold 4 a separate league. God, really? And the Q system, what's wrong with the Q system? Just the fact that my teammates are bad in 2 games in a row? I mean, the problem is, like, with small sample sizes in solo queue, it is frustrating. But that some people just, a lot of people, just have really bad games. They're just very inconsistent players. Like, they're really good when they're ahead. Like, if we look at this Draven's match history, he's probably at least 50% Draven, maybe 55. And he probably has some games where he goes 10-0, but then when he gets behind, he just doesn't know how to switch gears. Yeah, I mean, that can be frustrating. It's just... a lot of people are really inconsistent, and, you know, a lot of people don't play their best champions every game. They switch around and play different things. Can we really not, like, do anything else? Did Yi not go in on that, or did he, and I just missed it? Can we not engage this? He doesn't have ult. I feel like there should have been more punishment on set for that. What the fuck? I don't know. I mean, I've done that before. Earlier this season on Maokai, I had a 19-game win streak. If you just play well, you can carry. I mean, challengers, obviously, like, you know, challengers can probably get back to at least diamond with, like, an 80% win rate overall. Just because people have a lot more agency than they think they do in winning games. A lot of people just point out, well, there was one bad teammate who, you know, whatever, and you should be able to win the game if you're good enough through one bad teammate. They don't have Yasuo. Everybody just dead or what? No, we just don't have the power. Huh. What is mathematically correct set? This is the most common build I see. Stride Breaker's just OP AF right now, I think. I think the changes made it better. The nerf made it better.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I don't know. I guess we just go with this. I don't think it's gonna matter. we're just never gonna kill this this dude through. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should just be playing Lulu. Like, I don't win on her a lot, but maybe I just need to get good and play Lulu. That's interesting. Frost Queen on Lulu? They're all just so fucking tank. Like, why do they keep buffing these tank items, man? Like, Stride Breaker is just so freaking tanky now. It's just dumb. Like, there are so many items in the game right now that are, like, tanky plus really high damage. They're just handing out 400 health like candy. Stride Breaker, Gore Drinker, Sterix. Yeah, I think if they were adding a division, it should be... I think they should distinguish Silver more. I think that, like, Silver 4, 3... At least 4 and 3 should be a separate division, because there are just so many people there. I don't know what precious metal you would make it, but...
They're scared of darkness. They're scared of magic. They are scared of where I'm from.
I think that between Platinum and Diamond would also be kind of interesting, or like splitting up low Diamond. They did split up high Diamond by adding the Master tier and Grandmaster tier a while ago. Because it used to just be straight like, hey, what's up, Black Falcon? Good to see you. It used to be just, you know, Diamond 1 straight into Challenger. I mean, way back in the day, it was just Diamond to Infinity. There was no Challenger or any of that. And then it was Challenger for a while, but no Masters tier. And then they added Masters and then Grandmasters. I think that Silver should be split up, though. We just can't. We're just too far behind. The math is just not in our favor here. We're never killing this Nocturne. Like, look at these stupid ass items, man. Like, Frozen Heart, Sterix, Stride Breaker. I don't know. I feel like the entire season, that's been the story that, like, no one talks about, is just how strong Bruiser items are. The whole time. Like, everyone's complaining about mage items and support items, but it's like, the entire time, Bruisers, the Hishinishin champs, have had the best items, in my opinion. I mean, maybe. I don't know, PX. There are quite a few Silver players that are competitive, that do want to play, that do want to get better. I think it's just, they just tread water the whole time. Like, they don't go anywhere. Like, they might go from, like, the 50th percentile to the 40th percentile, but they could still be in Silver 4 and doing that, you know? So, I don't think it would necessarily fix motivation and stuff like that, but I think just having more ways to distinguish between all of those people, those millions and millions of people, would be nice. I do think that there, you know, needs to be different ranks at the top, because there are huge skill gaps. As you get more and more elite, it just goes, like, parabolic. But it is a little silly that the top 1% of players have 4 different divisions. You know what I mean? You got, like, Diamond, Master, Grandmaster, Challenger. 4 of the 9 divisions distinguish the top 1% of people. So that's why it sounds like when you get down to gold, that's terrible, right? Because then you go platinum, gold, right? And it's like you're the 6th, you know, mark down. But really, like, you're in the top 25% as gold. So it's not, like, that bad, right? It's not, like, elite, but it's not, like, trash. You know what I mean? Well, these aren't even tanks. That's the thing, is they do a shitload of damage. I don't mind if Ornn's tanky, you know, or Sejuani's tanky, or Zac, or Rammus, it's like, okay, they're tanks. But when you're talking about champions that can kill you and, you know, that do a lot of damage and they're tanky and unkillable, that's what I have a problem with. I think you should have to trade either damage or tank items. I don't think you should be able to get both consistently. Or if you do, it should be a subpar item, like, because you have kind of that diversity, right? I mean, when you have champions like Ezreal building Frozen Heart all the time, which is very common now, he's going like Divine Sunder or Frozen Heart, that's ridiculous. And then you've also got like your top like Riven, you know, coming in with like 3,000 HP at, you know, level whatever, level 11. It's not just set, it's like, it's all of those champs, right? I haven't seen that build on Nocturne, but it makes perfect sense that you would do that, because you should just do that on basically every champion. Just play a melee champion, pick your favorite, choose your own adventure between Divine Sunder, Gore Drinker, Stride Breaker, Frozen Heart, and the Sterix. It's just like, just buy some of these items and you'll probably win. Especially Stride Breaker. I think Gold 1 at the very top might be below 20%. I'm not sure. I think going into Platinum this season, I mean, I can just look here. It got harder this season. Like, they got rid of divisions, which sounds like that would boost elo, but you actually gain a lot less per win. So it makes it you have to have a higher percentage to go up now than you used to. So it's actually made the ranks more competitive. So it's actually harder percentage-wise in most elo brackets, I believe, than it has been in the past. So yeah, Diamond is the top 1.5%. It was 2% last season. Platinum is the top 10%. It was 15% last season. And Gold is the top 28%, which actually is a little bit higher. I thought that was 25. Oh, is it cumulative? Top 10%. I might be looking at that wrong. Top 28%, top 37%. But then why does bronze go down to 20? That's how many people populate that of the total amount, I guess. Everfrost Yumi. I haven't seen that before. Well, let me see. I haven't thought about that. I know Lulu is just getting it. It does give you an extra piece of CC, and they did lower the cost, I believe, by 200, right? Yeah. 80 ability power, health, mana, some damage. They nerfed this a while ago. It's 30 seconds. It was 20 seconds. 1.5 second root's pretty good. That's right. It's a lot of people in silver and lower. That's why I'm saying, like, it's not elite if you're in gold, but it's like, it's like good, you know, percentage wise. If someone were to say, hey, you're in the top 40% or 30% or whatever, 28% of something, then yeah, it's good. Check my auctions here while we get in a queue. Put that over there. Yeah, Everfrost 3,200. Let me see the win rates. With those items. I know Lulu just did it that game. Maybe, I mean, I probably just need to play Lulu and just play better if she's available. Hey, thanks, Chow. Oh, yeah, where there's actually people talking in it. That's good. Her win rate goes down, like, a lot, which is kind of weird early. There's really no data on it. 45%, but it's only 20 people that do it. I don't know. It's really, the problem is it's very expensive. It's kind of like what we were talking about with Zyra earlier. It just puts you so far behind the curve, but like if you're mega rich, maybe. I don't know if, let me see if Toos is here or not. It is kind of late. Well, I mean, Lulu can actually be good with a lot of champs. You're right that, like, you do want a good auto attacker with her, but... Let me see if he responds here. It says he's creating a ranked game, but he's also AFK, so... I don't know. But, like, she's pretty good with a lot of different champs. Not as flexible as Yumi in that front, I think. But... still pretty good. Dude, this guy on this auction house has literally been on here for like 16 hours in a row. Like every time I come back, he's on. I've like been off and on all day. Like I'll be on doing auctions for like 30 minutes and I'll go do something else for a couple hours and come back. And I'll always do a /who, and this dude is literally here like for 16 hours in a row, just sitting in the capital city. I guess let's get rid of Ezreal still. Not just has items posted, but like is literally on at all times. I've never seen him before, so maybe he's a transfer or something, but he's really obnoxious. He just is always undercutting 24/7. Which is fine. I mean, that's the name of the game on the auction house, but just the fact that he's like, it's like, dude, go to sleep at some point. Okay, good. GP. Bad, we have Mundo. Mundo mid? What the fuck? Dude, can we just please get, like, some competitive stuff? I feel like I'm getting trolled. Lulu's banned and Yumi is banned.
Feel the thorns embrace.
It's both buy and sell in the auction house. Often I will buy components, make stuff, and then sell the product that I make. I haven't played Nami in so long. Maybe she would have been good here. I don't know. That's Lucian middle. Not thrilled, but I was, but it was a very different meta. I just feel like, I mean, she has an okay win right now. They nerfed her a few different times. She was good early on with Mandate, before they nerfed Mandate. A huge issue with Nami this season is that there's just so much mobility. They did just nerf it this patch, so maybe I could revisit her and look at her, but there's so many champions that are in the meta that have like a dash, or a flash, or a wind wall, or, you know, just some way to, like, evade your bubble. And she just doesn't seem as good to me with, like, the Shirelia's meta. I mean, her win rate's not bad. It's like 51 or 52%, so I don't know. Maybe I could look at her again.
Summoner's Rift.
The other people see that I don't have my OBS up.
A promising garden.
Hey, thanks, Tail. You guys, does that annoy you? The little, the ding-ding from the auction house? I can turn off the sound. It just lets me know if I sold something so that I can go back and replenish it if I need to. But if it's annoying, like, then I can change it. Like, why are you walking up there? It's just... These games are just so dumb. Like, what are you hoping to accomplish? Like, what's the goal of walking here? People just don't even think. Like, you have no CC, you have 0 kill threat, and that's a place that is extremely likely they're gonna be there. Extremely likely they're gonna have something warded, like... So it's an extremely high risk with virtually no reward. So... What, like... What's the thought process? Mundo goes where he pleases? Just role-playing, I guess? I mean, that's literally the only thing I can think of. You accidentally AFK'd. You know, you're switching your playlist or something, and you just happen to walk into the river. Or you're role-playing. You lagged out? Is it thunderstorm in your area or something? I mean... It can't be anything that's like actual thinking. Do I ever stream on... I don't stream on Twitch. I think it's a bad idea. I don't know. I've tried it before. It didn't work out. I mean, I know our numbers like aren't that great lately, but whenever I tried to go over to Twitch before, it was just kind of a disaster. So I just stuck with YouTube. I might revisit it at some point. Twitch has made some changes that have made it better, I think, for like smaller content creators, but I think it's good to just have it all on YouTube. There's just a lot of features of YouTube that just kind of fit my content creation style, I think, a little bit better. I maybe could have walked out, but I probably would have just taken 90% of my health and had to flash anyway, so let's go ahead and get that flash out of there. I do watch Doublelift's co-streams. If you're asking what I watch on Twitch, that's pretty much the only thing that I'll watch. And usually it's just watching the VODs. I don't really watch a ton live. Usually I'm trying to like either create stuff for this channel or do family things or whatever else. I'd probably like it. I mean, I wouldn't mind watching some more. Honestly, I just end up watching VODs of stuff instead, but... Just watch random crap YouTube recommends to me, like all these clips from Breaking Bad lately. But... I'm trying to follow the League scene a little bit more. Like, watch some... Like, The Dive, and, you know, maybe Hotline League again and stuff like that. I really liked I'm a Cutie Pie's thing. I forgot Beyond the Rift. I thought it was pretty cool, but it kind of disbanded, obviously. But I remember walking Rory around our old neighborhood. You know, and she'd just fall asleep while I was walking her around and just listening to, you know, podcasts or whatever. Basically podcasts.
Such a busy world. An ally has been slain.
Like, I like Zyra and Lane, it's just like the itemization is just so bad.
An ally has been slain.
Huh. Turns out Mundo mid is actually complete garbage. Who would ever predict that? This guy, I think, had an okay win rate on it, and I was thinking, well, maybe if he just buys a shitload of armor. But it doesn't matter, Lucian's just gonna annihilate him mid. I mean, what does he do to Lucian? Throws a cleaver at him. Okay. I'll have to listen to... I'll have to try out Crackdown. I don't think I've tried it out that much. Okay, Kale's doing alright top, I guess. I think it's actual garbage. I don't know. I think Mundo's really bad, especially mid. I just do not like most melee mids right now. How do you get mid prio as Mundo versus like Lucian? I don't know. I mean, maybe I just haven't seen it work, but to me it just seems really bad. Oh, the main way to improve? Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Make items exclusively for damage support dealers. Damage dealing supports. That's how you do it. So, like, make people complete the support quest item before they can purchase support items. So, like, just dedicate something like Leandri's a burn item. Well, he did get 2 kills right there. Maybe he's waking up now. Got some coffee. So just having a burn item. Can we get this? Can we get this? We have priority. Can we please get the dragon instead of blue? Fuck, now Lucian's gonna come down here. No, don't go into him! God bless, you have like 1 HP! Fuck, I'm just dead, aren't I? Such a disaster. Like... Just imagine if the 15 seconds he spent doing blue, he just came down and did dragon, and then we left before they showed up. Insert imagination meme. Imagine if Jinx didn't back there and actually rotated over. Like, we had a stack on their tower, like, Jinx could have taken 30 seconds to come over there and clean that. Maybe we should have called it off without Jinx. I guess I should have called it off with a movement. Like, we had it if Amumu did the right thing, but he clearly wasn't. He was clearly being dumb, so as soon as we saw Lucian, I should have just pinged back like 50 times and just given them the dragon. I'm really bad about that, where I just want to stick with the correct play, even if my teammates, like, are fucking it up, basically. But I really should just ping them back and abandon ship if people aren't doing the right play. Ash Arrow. Ash Thresh is pretty obnoxious at 6. Okay, well, we got Flash. What? That literally went right through her! That book literally hit her in the face. How did that... What is that hitbox? Okay, we got Thresh's flash though. She's looking for an arrow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thinking about different items is important. Sorry if I missed the first part of that conversation. Still have enough damage to kill Thresh. Okay, nice. This makes me want to play some Maokai just for the cheaper items. Still doing like pretty good damage, but hey, get him! He's right there. Get him, plants! Oh my god, come on. There we go. Okay. Why not, like, why can't people just ever walk away when they flash under tower? Like, everyone always wants to dive. Really? Okay, there we go. I was about to say, surely they walk up. Come on now. Okay, yeah, Lucian's top. They should have that for free.
Enemy has been slain. Turret plating will fall.
It's kind of an awkward buy. You're gonna get a lot of awkward buys with Zyra.
Your turret has been destroyed.
What did Thresh do wrong there?
Shut down.
I don't know. I mean, I guess he tried to hook me when clearly, well, it probably should have been obvious there was a gank coming with how we were positioning, but hey, thanks, Mitch. I appreciate it, man. Maokai is very good right now, for sure.
My friend thinks it's so clever.
I could have flash E'd. I don't know where their jungler is, though.
Take careful.
She doesn't have flash, so the flash E is still on the table.
None will escape my wrath.
Yeah, I do need to get better vision down.
Come, an ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Slain an enemy. Your turret has been destroyed.
It's so sweet if you can kill them when the wave's pushing into them, because then they miss all the CS too. I'm really surprised GP hasn't ulted us yet. Maybe he's just using ult. I haven't even heard him use his ult all game. Maybe he used it top lane and I'm just not paying attention. Yeah, that's really why I love Zyra into stuff like Blitzcrank and Thresh, is because if you spawn that melee plant while your E's coming in, a lot of times it blocks their hook, so they can't really trade back on you. If you spawn it in front of them like that.
Venture off the beaten path.
Yeah, I should be trying to put plants on the lantern more too, but they might rotate over here and I might be able to kill him. Okay, Thresh is there.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. What lurks beneath the soil?
Okay, nice.
Get it? Star Guardian? Stellar?
We got our flash too, it's huge.
Killing spree.
Lucian's doing really well, like he's gonna get that top, but
Has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret.
okay, good. She already warded that. Okay. I guess I'll do Void second. It's because the health is kind of a bummer. Could also do Rylai's for extra slowing. We don't have that many slows. Oh, it's 3,000. Never mind. I thought it was still 2,500. When?
Destroyed a turret.
Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and just get Blighting Jewel. When? I thought it was 2,600. When the hell did they? It's probably a long time ago they changed that. Yeah, I remember now. They gave it extra AP and they made it way more expensive, which is just terrible. It should be a utility item that's like 2,600. They probably did it when they were nerfing all of the AP items. Oh my god. Yep. Kale's still pretty good. That item, Riftmaker, probably really underestimated just how good that is on like Kale.
Killing spree. Wait until my seeds take root.
I can't be down there. I want to push that last wave, but I need to be around Baron. If they see me down there and a fight breaks out, like they're going to kill Mundo probably, I have to be there to protect Baron.
Shut down. Just a harmless flower.
And make sure this is clean. Ideally, making sure Baron's clean is good, but like right here, just because I want to control this ridge. Oh, raptors are about to spawn. No, use the raptors as bait, man. They probably have this warded. Yeah, they had it warded and then Ash arrowed. I would have used the raptors as bait. I know it's kind of next level to leave them there, but okay, I guess. Damn it, really? There's so many freaking global ways to look without walking up. Yo, what up, Josh? I don't know if I said what's up or not, but... Make sure you get those wards. They can't TP behind us. Maybe I should have stayed. I was so low, though. God, I remember when Void was 2,500 gold. That was glorious. Yeah, I did a shitload of damage to him there with that ultimate and those plants, and then Jinx just got that clean up. Very nice. That ward's not great. I should have put it like further away, but God, really? Dude, we don't have people, man. Jinx is so good. I don't know how she only has like a 50% win rate. It just feels like she's so hard to stop in solo queue. They even nerfed Gale Force, which is not one of her preferred items. I don't think they nerfed her directly. I guess, I don't know. And Enchanters feel pretty good right now too. I don't know. She's kind of good, even though like Zyra is not an Enchanter. As long as you just don't get like, as long as you can position well, Jinx is so strong. I know Double Lift loves her too in solo queue. He's always talking about her. Oh, I need to change Nightbot. As I was saying earlier, I did get the tier list out, and then I got a new thumbnail place, which I think might even be better than the old one. And I'm putting the timestamps back in again. And I'm gonna try to do some more like, you know, just stuff to make the channel and videos add a little bit of extra production value to it. We'll see. I mean, if I do end up getting kicked out of the dissertation, whatever, I guess I'll probably just go harder on the channel. Try to figure out some video editing and stuff like that. It shouldn't really affect my ability to teach. It just, you know, I would just have more job security if I had that. Maybe a little bit more pay. I don't know. But, hey, what's up, Sean? I mean, I would like to, if they do not kick me out, then I would like to just finish it, just because you know, I'm so close. Just like another 1,000 hours of work. The dissertation is basically more work than all of your other classwork combined, like in the PhD program. I'm one of them, the ultimate procrastinators. Up until this point, I've actually gotten like all my shit done though. But It's not just procrastinating. It's just like, I don't know, just being kind of demoralized along the test process. It's just like, just straight lacking the motivation. Usually when I'm procrastinating, it's not that I'm not motivated to do stuff. Fuck. Did I get my ult off? No. I at least got a double root, but I didn't get the ult. It's not that I'm not interested in the subject matter. I don't know. Part of it's I just have like no sense of time. You could tell me something took 5 minutes or 5 hours, and I wouldn't know. I mean, I'm like 99% sure I do have ADHD, and that's a big part of it. I know people who don't have ADHD also procrastinate, obviously, but just that lack of sense of time. Panic finishes. Oh, the moment it's given. Well, when I was in school, I used to volunteer specifically to go on day 1 of any presentation, just so I was forced to do it, like, early. But yeah, I'm definitely not a do it early, show up early kind of person to a lot of things. Damn it, we just probably gave them Baron. The classic overstay. I guess at least we got 2 inhibitors. No, 3. Okay, so they might... Oh, shit. Really? Wow. Holy shit. I didn't even notice. Really, dude? I didn't even notice that clown TP down there. Wow. Thank God we had supers. They might get Baron because I had to back to deal with him. Dude, if they get Baron and we have 3 inhibitors down, okay, they're not, or yeah, they're gonna try. What the fuck?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I mean, that was almost pretty good.
Enemy has been slain. Take careful steps.
Well, you gotta be very careful with Zyra. You don't want her to be too strong. Guys, can we just not? It's 3v5. They are slow. Like, her hitbox used to be much bigger on her E, and her spells are kind of slow. Like, she's much more of a peeler than an engager. But she's, like, does so much damage with almost no items. They would have to nerf her plants if they did that. Alright, now let's walk in. No reason to walk through the jungle. Just, if I don't get Thresh hooked, I think we just win. Hopefully. I think Mundo just beats him. Okay. Alright.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
No, but she'd be too strong. You got, it's a very careful, like, if you see a mage or something in pro play, they're like way overpowered most of the time. They're like way too strong. Because like usually you want a tanky support so that you can get vision later on in the game. So you can actually check bushes and so you can soak skill shots for the AD carry, you know, all that kind of stuff. So if you're giving up all of that in order to have like a stronger early game pressure and things like that, then that means the champion's usually really, really good. If it has a positive win rate in pro, it's probably just like mega broken, you know, in solo queue. Alright, well, Mundo did come back. Be kind of relevant down the stretch there, which is good. I mean, they were literally all AD, and he just stacked pretty much all armor with Trinity Force, which seems really odd. I guess maybe the movement speed? Are you sure you don't want, like, Divine Sunder or something there? I don't know. Maybe the movement speed's that good. Seems a little odd, but... yeah, it's just a different style of play, I think. Almost everybody I've seen that is like a lower rank also, that I just see like casually playing than they were last season or the season before. Now, a lot of people I've noticed aren't as active on my friend list as they were, but I think it really is kind of harder to climb this season because you only get like plus 15 or less, you know. I don't know. We were at Platinum 1, though. There's definitely, it's definitely possible to get back up there. My win rate's abysmal on my main account, but it is what it is. Igar, what is, oh, Vigar? Oh, I mean, if you're winning on him, cool. He can work. What do we even have with these things? I guess just a project orb. The emotes are kind of fun. I haven't really been doing the emotes lately, but how many do we have? 230? They always just time it to where you get this really odd-ass amount of... so I could get 3 emotes or 1 project orb. I guess I'll just get the project orb. Cool, man. Good job. I barely even pay attention to these things. That's a good skin. I just don't ever play Aphelios. But I mean, it's cool that you get free stuff. It's better than like not getting free stuff. Heh. I thought about trying out Karma. Her win rate's not fantastic, but she can have good early pressure, and then she's got, you know, shields and, like, speed ups and things like that, so I think she can be good. Dude, like... it's literally 24 hours, maybe longer. This dude has just been in Stormwind. I mean, maybe he slept at the exact same time I did. He's just so annoying. Well, we're gonna do our best we can. Suppress him. It's a super quiet day on the auction house, and from my experience, people just were not buying shit, like, all day. I thought the weekend would be busier for raiding, but I guess it's not. I was talking to this guy that sells me a lot of herb, you know what I mean? And, he was like, yeah, the prices, it's just, the weekends are always bad for prices on things. And I thought, you know, this being the quote-unquote dad server is what everyone calls this server we're on, that a lot of people, that's when they would raid, you know, is weekends, when they don't have to get up in the morning. But apparently not. You know, everybody's just off doing family stuff and things like that during the weekend, so it's actually kind of slow. One tricking luck support, it's very hit or miss. Yeah, I know Bizzleberry was really high on luck support for a while there. Oh, is that a pun, hit or miss, or is that just like, because it kind of literally is. Like, you hit your cues and it's really good, or you don't and it feels really bad. It is kind of literally and figuratively. Hey, what's up, King of Nobody? Good to see you, buddy. Me. We need some kind of hard engage there. Okay. Leona's banned. Do we just try to outscale her with, like, Soraka or something? Lulu? Yeah, but Vhagar is just so, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know if Nautilus has enough power. I mean, maybe. I was wondering if he, like, has enough power. Really hope this dude is good on Aphelios. If he's good on Aphelios, I think we're in good shape. But he's kind of auto-filled, never plays Aphelios. He's 33% Aphelios. Doesn't play ADC. Okay, Riven player. Jungler's auto-filled. I think this is a dodge. Ari's like, okay, but we have two basically auto-filled people with limited experience on their champs. And if we don't punish them early, like, they have a really good comp. The Nocturne, Galio dive with Yuumi, like, option. I mean, Kinch is not fantastic. We saw a good Kinch last night, but it's mostly just our people. We're just auto-filled and have no clue what we're doing. Yeah, I mean, my stats don't look good either on Lulu, but, like, I know that I can probably play her. I don't know that he can play Aphelios. Yeah, that's a big problem with Lulu, is misclicking on things. Sometimes it's just, like, almost unavoidable. It's, I mean, like, you can press buttons to, like, target allies only, but I don't think you can do target enemies only. I don't know, there might be a button for that. But, whether it's minions or even just like other enemies. Like if there's a Zed that's like right on top of your if there's a Zed that's right on top of your AD carry, you know, trying to target the Zed with the polymorph rather than accidentally hitting your ADC with the W. Yeah, I mean, you can do target champions only. I think you can even do target allies only, probably, but I don't think there's target enemies only. So if you really need to polymorph that Zed or that Talon that's like literally overlapping hitboxes with your AD carry, then that's a real problem. If you're trying to polymorph them and you accidentally whimsy your ally instead, it gives pretty much no benefit, and you're gonna die. Or like your AD carry is gonna die. They may not have target allies only, I don't know. I know there's the target, there definitely is a target champion only, so you don't accidentally do it on allies, but even in crowded team fights it can be tough. I mean, one way to target allies only is to click on the portrait in the bottom right, but then you have to bring your mouse away from the action to do that, which, you know, you can do, but it's not ideal. Yeah, it's just the portrait. Laughing at some of the guild chat going on there. Not safe for work. Hold F2 for your ADC as you cast. Okay. I actually don't have my F keys like moving the camera around anymore. I have it for skill up. I hate pressing two buttons. Oh Jesus, I got jungle. I mean, if everyone else is like on point with their role, I can probably get away with Nunu, but okay, well that's a good point. If you hold down one of the F keys, it does auto target them. Like, for real? I'll have to try that. That could be a good tip. I'd have to rejigger and kind of relearn my keys to do that, but I'm not a fan of Morg jungle. It could work. I mean, the only jungler that I think I actually have an okay win rate with is Nunu. That is a good tip though. This guy, wait, who's the support? Defix? Man, I know my win rate's low. Like, I'm not trying to be hypocritical. I'm just trying to assess and figure out if I can win the game. But, like, 41%, 33%, 30%. That's not good when I'm auto-filled. When I have to, like, when I'm when I'm probably going to be, you know, a little behind. It's not good. It's not a good thing. So they nerfed Phase Rush. Do we just do Aftershock again? Aftershock's still pretty good on him. Or Nimbus. Do we still do Nimbus Cloak? Or do we just do Celerity? Celerity water walking? 49% Caitlyn. I mean, that's not, like, horrible, but it's not great. LB rework win. I mean, you would think that's an LB one trick, but in the last 30 games... Oh, she's played some. You got Yasuo Nautilus bottom, I think. Guy's 100% on Camille. Jace is probably going to smash Camille. This combo is going to probably crush Caitlyn. I think I'm just going to dodge. It's a 3-point dodge. There's just like nothing good going on there. Various shades of bad. Some worse than others. I know. That's what I was joking about. Yeah, I suppose you can move teammates with tab, and that would affect which F keys target which teammates. Oh, Daigon did get back to gold. Good for him. I know he was struggling with that for a little while. Could maybe do mid as my secondary, then I'm less likely to get it. But I can play jungle at low platinum if my teammates are like pretty good. Like they don't have to hard carry me, but I may not be able to hard carry them if I'm playing jungle. How do you decide when it's time to let go of a champion in your pool? I don't think there's a specific win rate. It just depends on I don't know, if it just feels like it's just not working. Kind of depends on if you're a one trick and like what your other options are, but I don't know, it's kind of a subjective question, you know what I mean? Like I'm not really like, well, if I go, 45% over 20 games, I've just cut the champion. I mean, maybe that's a good way to do it, just to try to be strictly analytical about it. So I don't know, but I don't have a specific cut off. Just like if it just feels like a champion's not doing well, usually it's I play something else and the something else feels really good and I keep going with that one and let go of the other thing that's like either not feeling good or is just like okay. So it's usually more of a positive side of it where I start doing well on something and I stick with it, more so than I just abandon something with no backup. It's usually I have a replacement lined up, in other words, if I'm going to stop playing something. Well, I don't know if it was the correct move to stop playing Malachi, because my win rate was still really good with him. It's just more of like into certain types of champs. I stopped playing him when the Udyr Skarner meta came up, because they would get that, they have like repeatable shields, they're tanky, so my seeds don't really do anything to them, and they get that Force of Nature item, usually second, so my seeds were just very ineffective. Like, the seeds are much better against squishy targets, obviously. I don't think I have one more without him. mean, I'm 59% win rate on Maokai, 49% on Rakan, 56 on Leona, just purely statistically. And he has the largest sample size by far. Almost 50% more games played on him than Rakan. And, you know, much higher win rate, right? And then on the other, I think he's like my only positive win rate champion on Abraxas. Well, maybe not. I guess everything's bad on this account. Lulu, ironically, is good on that one, but bad on the other one. That account's just like so bad, I can't even believe it's my account. I mean, all it takes is me winning, like, you know, whatever, just going plus 17 and I'm back to 50%. So it's not like it's ridiculous. I just haven't played a ton of games on it, and I guess the games I did play just weren't that good. I don't know. I've never been that far below 50% over like 100 games before. We could try out the Maokai here. But yeah, I mean, the meta just kind of shifted against him. I did have my highest win rate of all time, or like my highest streak of all time with Maokai earlier. Right, like 19 games in a row. Almost got to the full 20, but we lost the 20th game. Wait, what the hell did I just do? Wait, did that just charge me to get a new rune page? Oh, I get 4 for free, I guess? I don't know. Okay, I guess I get another rune page. Yeah, it usually says, do you want to pay this much blue essence for something? Okay, I didn't realize I got that for free. Okay, so the item haste is not that good. Free boots are fantastic. I could just get biscuits. Basically 150 mana. I mean, I want it, like, how bad is this? Like, if they hit a seed, I can walk up to them much faster and catch them. Having extra cooldown for flash is nice. Well, I'll try this out. Because everything I have, you know, a lot of it slows. I didn't really scout this out. You definitely can. It's like 6,300, I think, blue essence per. Unless they changed it. It's what it was way back in the day. They used to have these specials where it was like half off rune pages, and I would just spend all of my blue essence or whatever it was called back in the day. I would just spend all of it on the rune pages until I got to 20. But that was back when you couldn't change them. Have a Galio support, GG. Galio is annoying because he can soak a lot of the seed stuff. But he is support, so I do like this kind of hype music, though. It's pretty nice.
30 seconds.
I think I played a different champ. I think I played Zyra twice, but the other games I've played, been trying to play a variety of champs. Did he already flash? Why didn't he flash the wall? Okay, maybe they flash after him over the wall, but then we could maybe kill him if we W. Like, I don't understand why he wouldn't flash the wall there. Seems really bad. I don't think Galio support's good. Butter's a fine connoisseur of off-meta things. He used to be, like, okay. I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. We're like 50-50 on the games, aren't we? Maybe we're down 1. I think, aren't we like 2-2 though? Just a lot of dumb stuff going on, but that's gonna happen, you know? I think Mandate's probably still the play, although Luden's could be pretty good too. AP's like not insane on Galio though. I think it's still Mandate. Mandate's just so much cheaper. I don't know. I mean, he's alright. He's a peeler tank. He does have his ultimate. I just, in general, don't like peeler tanks in solo queue. I'd just rather play an Enchanter. It's either Engage or Enchanter. That's, I mean, AP also, if you want to play like Zyra, but... Yeah, I guess, like, you could maybe call Galio, like, a peeler tank, but he does so much damage with the seeds and gives you so much vision. Like... I think Galio is just a very unique, or Malachi is just a very unique kind of champ. Galio does do quite a bit of like AP damage, I guess, with his combo. But he just doesn't scale particularly well, in my opinion, and he doesn't engage very well, and I think you need one of those. And he doesn't like hard dominate the lane. So those are kind of the 3 categories that you need to support, I feel like. Hard lane domination, or like hard roaming, I guess. Scaling, and engage. He doesn't have any of those. I mean, you can roam with your ult, but it's like a really long cooldown. Maybe I'm underestimating. Like, he can, I guess if he pressures really far forward, you know, he can all in. I'd just rather play other things most of the time. Okay, we are winning in CS a little bit here. Biggest thing about Galio is just the vision, or Malachi is just the vision, so huge. I say it every time. It just feels so good. Like, the vision with him is just massive. Wow. Did he ignite? I assume he probably ignited. That was perfect. And then they're losing a ton of CS too. It's pushing into us with the cannon. It's massive. It's gonna crash like right when we get there, I think. Not only did they lose that fight, they probably just lost like 10 or 15 CS too. I don't know if I can hold this. I think he's probably gonna get here on... He might get here in time for the cannon. Nah, maybe not. It's alright. I got it though. It's not terrible, but... So we're definitely gonna hit 6 first off of that. Aphelios did get buffed on this patch, although I'm not sure just how much that matters, but... Alright. Thanks, Tail. Okay, he's gonna get hit again. Nocturne coming? Or is he just trying to get low to bait us? Is it like next level? Yeah. Yeah. I think that's literally what he was doing. He was trying to get to like 5% health to bait us. Now, hopefully they better get this kill top. Maokai still feels really good. He has a high win rate. In a lot of matchups, he does feel good. You could probably, honestly, just go for like a Frozen Heart. Like, you could probably just go Mandate into like Frozen Heart or something if you really wanted to. Or into something tanky. Into Deadman's and still be pretty good. Like, there might be a hybrid tanky AP build that could work. Demonic's pretty damn good, though. He's probably one of the best Demonic users in the game. Because the burn is so good with the seeds, but then he also makes great use of the health. Not only for survivability, but it increases the duration of your seeds. If you didn't know that, like, the amount of time the seeds stay active is based on your max health. So he's one of the few champs that actually scales pretty well with burn damage and HP. Like, HP's nice on, like, Brand and Zyra and Fiddlesticks and all that stuff, but it's not, like, amazing. It just feels like extra, but it's actually really good on Maokai. Oh, he's going Shield Bow. I guess that makes sense into Nocturne. They don't have that many tanks. I guess Darius, but... I kind of thought you were supposed to go Kraken there, but... The double semi-global with Nocturne and Galio is pretty spooky, though. Like the Nocturne ult and a Galio ult. Maokai is also a pretty good peeler, you know, with his ultimate and his W and stuff like that, you know. It's pretty good. Yeah, is this it? Yeah. There we go. That's the combo, but we just totally stuffed it with my R. Did he flash? Yeah, he did flash and heal out of it, but... Oof. I was waiting on Lucian to step closer. If Lucian stepped closer, I could W and ignite him and probably kill him. So I zoned Lucian with the W and then went back on the Galio after Lucian didn't commit. We're kind of overstaying here. He does wave clear really well. I'm out. Two plates is pretty good. Yeah, obviously with Nocturne and Lucian being very close range champs, I think that going for that might actually be pretty good. Do I go for plated steel caps too, possibly? I don't know. I really, really like Ionians. Either Ionians or Sork boots. How much? They're not going to be getting that much magic resist. I'm literally our only magic dealing champ, so they're probably going to stack a bunch of armor. So I think me getting a bunch of AP might be better. So I probably should have gone demonic. I don't know. I could turn these into steel caps and then go demonic. Like, I'm kind of our only tank, but I'm kind of also only our only AP threat, so sort of weird. Frozen Heart's so strong though.
Has destroyed a turret. Turret plating will soon fall.
Okay, Nocturne's middle, so I can probably go for this. Kind of some shallow wards, but... Alright, homie may have finally passed out at his keyboard over there. Really? Fuck. I thought that was gonna be,
Godlike.
I thought it was gonna be on Nocturne. Galio, you alright, bro? Oh, Wukong doesn't have ult. Okay. Well, since I got kind of annihilated right there, I think maybe I do go for some tankier stuff so that I can get in there and peel without worrying about getting blown up. Well, they use a lot of freaking flashes in there too, I think. Freaking Stridebreaker, man. That slow is extremely good on him too, the massive slow. Dude, you weren't in heal range. Oof. Well, that was a good combo. He almost got him. I still don't understand all the combos on Aphelios. He's like the 9 million IQ champ.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Legendary. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Where the hell? Oh, she's running that way.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
The fuck? She flash? The hell? Is she over there? Dude, how did my dust not see her? How did she get out? She went like right there or something? What the fuck? How did the dust not see her anywhere?
Ally has been slain. Enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Okay, well, oh, did she TP? No, she doesn't have TP. Dude, I don't know. It must have literally been she went like right there or something. Usually they either run like around golems or they try to run like right here. She could have been like right here.
An enemy has been slain.
It depends on which style of support Maokai you're going for. The most common max is E. It's a lot more damage on the seeds. People play him as like a tank mage, sort of. If you're going for the tank version, then actually I think you would probably max Q on the tank version. So if you're going for the tank version, you probably just go lock it. Can we get this fast enough? Oh, they surrendered? Alright. You probably just go for, like, lock it, dead man's, that type of stuff. But the seeds are really what make him unique, and that's what most people do. Although I do think the tank version has a higher win rate. I've tried it. I feel like the AP version just feels a lot stronger in many cases. Well, it's been a super active chat, but like the numbers are about the same as they have been. But it's really been nice chatting, hanging out. Bunch of people talking tonight. It's good. But I do have to get up in the morning. I was just checking to see because I was like, all right, are we back over like 50 or 60 viewers again? If so, I'll keep going. But unfortunately, I do have to get up in the morning, so I need to mow the yard. Again, we have some company coming over, so I need to make sure I'm getting up and getting that done. But we will be back tomorrow. I guess I'll go ahead and try to stream WoW starting around whenever we do that, starting around like maybe 9:30, and then hopefully by midnight or so we'll start doing League again, and we'll see if we can get 4 or 5 games of League in there. So I have been able to play a bunch of different things, which are nice, and I did put the timestamps in as well. So if you can't make it live and you want to go back and watch it, I did get those chapters added there. So if we go to, let me see here, like streamed a day ago. Let me just double check and make sure these chapters are working. But I should have the chapters in there with the timestamps for you, which I think is very nice. And then if you want to drop in, yeah, here we go. So if you hover it, y'all probably know how these works. But we got the introduction. Then if you want to see a Rakan game, I've got Rakan right there, Sona, Zyra, and then Soraka. Then you can kind of see exactly what I played and exactly kind of how long the game is and where it starts. So I think that's super helpful. Then I also put the timestamps both in the description and as the top comment, just to kind of help you navigate some of these longer videos a little bit better. And I'm going to try to do that for all of my videos coming forward, so that you can kind of just, if you're looking at a tier list, you want to know, oh, what do I think about Lulu here, or what do I think about this other champion, then you can kind of just skip around to your favorite part. So I did that with the most recent 80 carry tier list and yesterday's stream, and then today's stream I'll try to go in either it takes a while to process. I don't know exactly how long, but YouTube has to go through and do all this stuff where I can't add the timestamps yet. But as soon as it's able to do that, I'll probably have those up in the morning after the stream. So if you want to check that out, then you can. But anyways, and then that'll make it easier as well if you want to go through and just sort of check out and see when I played a certain champion, or if you just want to watch a lot of that champion that's not in a time, that's not in a playlist or whatever. You could just type Zyra, and in theory it should show up on here somewhere. It's not really prioritizing it, so like it has it right here, so maybe it's not looking for the timestamp. So I don't know, maybe that doesn't work, because the algorithm's just kind of goofy. Like, it's just recommending this one coaching session, Zyra, from like 5 months ago, and then it's got something from 2 years ago that still doesn't have a lot of views on it. So I don't really know what the hell the algorithm's doing with searching for that. I wish it was like most recent, but anyways, it is what it is. So I'm trying to make it easier to navigate my content whenever possible. But anyways, that's going to be it. Have a good day. We'll be back streaming. If you want to watch the WoW stuff or just come in and chat and hang out with us, that'll probably be around 9:30. If you want to just watch League, that'll probably be around, hopefully, midnight. It could go a little longer if we die a lot, which is totally possible. In WoW, it might be closer to 12:30 or 1, but I'll still make sure that I give you, at least 4 or 5 games of League. So anyways, and I'll keep trying to play different champions that I still feel like I can win with whenever possible. But anyways, that's going to be it. Have a good day.